Alright everybody, welcome back to Conqueror and Commander. Today we're looking at a game featuring my Skithiryx, the Blight Dragon deck. For the complete deck list, go to puremtgo.com, look up my article series Conqueror and Commander, and you should see it there. Hopefully I'll have a link in the video description as well that'll lead you directly to the deck list. Let's take a look at the opponents in this game. First up is Jenara, Asura of War. I've sometimes seen these decks with proliferate themes, but a lot of times they're just some sort of like Bant good stuff type of deck. Edric, Spymaster of Trest. I see mainly two versions of this guy. One is elves, just elf aggro. The other is just a bunch of like 1 and 2 drops with a bunch of extra turn spells. So we'll see what this guy brings. And then Geist of St. Traft. I never run into Geist decks. I think this is maybe like the second time I've ever seen it. So we'll see what this guy brings to the table here. This is a game where we see how we win when we don't have Skithiryx. My hand has 1 land, so it's obviously something I send back. And I mull into a bunch of land with Lake of the Dead, Mind Stone, Promise of Power. So I'm happy with this hand. Much better. Guy starts off. I draw Magus of the Coffers and play my Swamp. Whole lot of Cloud Sprite comes from Edric, which means that it's a 1 and 2 drop evasive guys with extra turns Edric deck. So I'm hoping that people don't fall into the trap of attacking other people, just other people aside from Edric, just to draw the cards. Because when you let Edric take all the extra turns, it just gets nutty. I draw into Phyrexian Crusader. I play my Mind Stone. Jenara just plays another land. City of Brass. Another cheap evasive guy, Looter Elcor. Geist comes out to play. And then I play my Crusader, Core Haven for Jenara, who Kodama's reaches. Gets some extra land and ramps. So this is interesting though. So the Looter attacks me and Cloud Sprite attacks the Geist player without a land drop from Edric, which means he's digging for lands here. And he discards Cloud Seeder, but he doesn't play a land, which is interesting as well. He does, however, play Simic Signet, so he's going to have the mana to cast Edric next turn. The Geist player plays Guardians of Akrasa and attacks Edric, so he knows what's going on. He probably understands that the Edric player is going to be a big threat here soon. And the Angel, however, comes after me. So the Crusader goes after Edric as well, and I play Graveborn Muse, which is good, especially because the Crusader is a zombie as well, so I'm going to be drawing some extra cards here. I'm really sad that Skithiryx isn't a zombie, but it's probably better that way, because other than that, you'd get a bunch of people stuffing a bunch of zombie stuff into his decks. Blade Splicer comes out for Jenara, which is interesting. I'm not really sure what to make of that. Edric gets played, and he attacks the same 2 people and draws 2 cards. Fine. So Sword of Body and Mind gets played and put on Geist, who once again attacks Edric. Edric's down to 29 now, and I think the Angel went after Jenara. So that's just so he can draw a card. And he gets a wolf, and he mills a bunch of dudes. Oh yeah, so let's see, wait, hold on. Let's see what got milled into Edric's graveyard. So yeah, look at, we got Hinder and Script Sprites. Null Mage Shepherd, because he's expecting a bunch of dudes. Venser, and a bunch of land, actually. That's interesting. Signal Pest. Huh, okay. So anyways, I draw a couple lands, and I play my swamps. I decide I'm going to play Skittles, right? and I give him haste. I think I say in another video, sometimes I forget to give him haste, but I gave him haste. And I send both of my creatures after Edric, and that's going to give him a total of 8 poison counters. Right? So he's almost poisoned out. But Jenara, first she suspends Ancestral Vision. And then she plays Hallowed Burial, which is awesome because all 3 of us, aside from Jenara, had our commanders in play. So Hallowed Burial is good at tucking your commanders. He says he was waiting for my commander to come out. Fine, so Edric plays Azusa and plays a couple lands. There we go. Archangel of Thune comes out, which is a tough card to deal with. But you know what? I've got Magus of the Coffers to help me out. Jenara plays Jace the Mind Sculptor and uses the Brainstorm ability. Interesting because he doesn't really have anything to protect it right now. I mean, I guess he could have like a Condemn or something like that, but he taps out, so he's not even going to fake it. Rhystic Study for the Edric player, which is frustrating. And then a Phantasmal Image with Archangel of Thune. Archangel gets Cradle of Vitality out there and attacks Jace, lifelinks, and gets bigger. So Archangel is the 7/8 now. So fine. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Promise of Power Entwined to draw a bunch of cards. So that drops me down to 27, but I do get a big flying demon to defend myself. And I've got to pay the extra mana so that the Edric player doesn't draw from Rhystic Study. So I cast Mana Crypt. It's basically a Soul Ring. And then I cast O Naginata, which is good because I've got a very large flying demon without trample, and this blade will give him trample. Plus I've got Bone Horde, Lash Writhe, and Nightmare Leash. I've only got 5 swamps, but it's going to be plenty for right now. I haven't played Lake of the Dead because I don't do that unless I really need to. So Jenara plays Fathom Mage. And that's it. Moth Dust Changeling. Nightshade something or other. What is that? Nightshade Peddler. Cheap Death Touch Soul Bomb thing with the Changeling. Fine, whatever. So now the Archangel. Oh, he puts Mark of Eviction on my demon, which is a little annoying. But you know what? I don't care, because I'm just going to Damnation here soon. And then he puts the sword on the Archangel. And he attacks the Jenara player. So, 9 mana lifelinker, or 9 power lifelinker. And he pumps it with Cradle of Vitality to make it 18-19. Oh, and that kills off the Jenara. The Jenara player conceded. Huh. I forgot about that. Okay, fine. Whatever. So, yeah. Jenara concedes. I don't want to deal with the Rhystic Study anymore, so I'm going to... Oh, crap. What the hell happened? Sorry, guys. Just a sec. Alright, we are back. I think we're back where we are. The Jenara player just conceded. I lost my flip to my Mana Crypt, so I'm at 27 life. I just drew Liliana. And my demon has Mark of Eviction on it, so I'm going to put O Naginata on it. Which is what I do. And then I attack... Well, I attack the... That's right, because he's at 50 life right now, the Geist of St. Traft player. I want to bring him down to something more manageable. And what I'm going to do next, so he's at like 37 or something, yeah, is I'm going to Damnation, blowing everything up. And then I'm going to cast Liliana. And I'm paying the extra mana for the Rhystic Study each time. And I search up a swamp. And I play it. So the Oracle player, or the Edric player, plays Oracle Moldiah, which is good for them, with Phyrexian Metamorph on top. And then plays Mireboa, which can be a problem for me. Geist plays Order of the Shield, or Stars. Holy cow. Some Ravblock card. Defender, protection from black. Well, there you go. And then put Spirit Mantle on it. Luckily, the Geist player is preventing Edric from drawing with the Rhystic Study as well. I lost a coin flip again to Mana Crypt. Mana Crypt does not like me in this in this game. So I search up another swamp with Liliana, and then I play Lash Writhe, which is going to be, what is he now? Lash Writhe is 7/7, and then I'm going to play Bone Horde, which is a 13/13. Yeah. So I got two big germs on my side right now. But he does have Edric does have Metamorph, so he's going to end up copying my Bone Horde. He's got Notorious Throng on top of his library as well. So Bone Horde comes out, and then Jessian Infiltrator, which can be a problem if he puts Bone Horde on it. Sarah Avenger comes out for the Geist player. I sacrifice my Mind Stone because I want some more removal, but I don't grab any, so I get Nightmare Lash. However, I do have Rogue's Passage, but I don't have enough mana to do everything I want with it. I'm at 21 life right now. So I put O Naginata and Nightmare Lash on my Bone Horde germ, which making it a 23/20 with trample, and then I use Liliana's -3 ability to give it an additional something nutty. I can't remember how much. 30/27, and I send it after the Edric player, who's at 25 life but does have a 13/13 blocker. And he dies. He doesn't block or anything. I wasn't expecting that. I thought he was going to throw something in front of it. But I do have Maze of Ith to deal with Asura Avenger. And I play Charcoal Diamond. And now I've got like a whole lot of nothing really to do. There's Mother of Runes. And he puts the sword on his Avenger, and that's it. Okay. So now I'm worried about Mana Crypt killing me. However, I do have Narcana Revenant. And I play it. And then I get another Swamp from Liliana. And I put everything on my germ. And I make it unblockable. I believe with Rogue's Passage. Yeah, Trample Unblockable 21/18 critter. He's not as big because Bone Horde lost all the creatures in the graveyard that the Edric player had. But it's 21 damage going after the Geist player. So he's at 16 now, I'm at 18. He plays a Krazen Swire, but Martyr's Cause is actually a real problem because it's going to take me a while to get around that. He's got at least 3 guys he can sacrifice to prevent that damage. I'm hoping that I draw into something good, and I draw Spread the Sickness, which doesn't help me a whole ton. And I end up not attacking with anything right now. Why didn't I attack? I didn't draw Spread the Sickness. Oh, this replay crashed. Crap. Okay, so what I did draw was Ascendant Evencar, and it ends up squishing all his dudes. And what ends up happening is he Supreme Verdicts to wipe the board. I get Withered Wretch or something like that, and I put all this crap out there on it. And he has a Condemn in hand, but he basically is like, yeah, I can't do anything about your deck, because Liliana is still out there searching up lands, and I end up like drawing into like card draw with Phyrexian Arena or something. But Rogue's Passage ends up getting the Withered Wretch and making him big enough for me to kill him. And he doesn't have any creatures to sacrifice to Martyr's Cause. Can't believe it freaking crashed. Ugh. So anyways, I ended up winning this game without Skittles. That's really frustrating. Yeah, I don't... Let's see if it's gonna... Yeah, it's bugged. Crap! This replay worked just last night. I looked at it. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So that's the game. I won it. Sorry I couldn't show more fun, interesting... the actual game itself. But yes, I did win. Alright, thanks guys.